Learning how to surf right here on the Texas Gulf Coast has been one of my favorite things about moving to Corpus Christi. But there's a handful of women that have really paved the way for the future generation.
There's a really rich history of like women surfing in Texas that's like pioneered by like these cool ladies that in the lineup.
Tippy Kelley, Rogers, and RoxAnne Schlabach are a few that started in the 60s and 70s.
It was a brand new sport to us here in Texas. It was a male-dominated sport, and it still is. And it was hard to break into, but once you got into it, it was, and still, a very close-knit family.
It got a hold of me, and just the feeling of going fast on a wave and doing maneuvers and getting barreled, that feeling, you want to experience it all the time.
I grew up really learning from these women, especially Tippy.
Who's a 3-time national champion, by the way.
My whole life has been surfing, and then I got a surf shop, and I've done that for 30 years.
This is an 8-0, and I think you need this to start on.
I was like a shop rat, so I was always in there like soaking up everything I could from these ladies. And they rule, and like if you're in the wave, they'll tell you you're in the wave. If you catch a good wave, they'll tell you caught a good wave. So it's like, but more.
We're not mean.
No.
I cheer.
Not at
When I
all.
see women in the water, I cheer them on.
Totally, you have to.
Yes, because it's a male-dominating sport. It
Yeah.
always has been. It probably always will be.
You know, you're going to get whacked in the head. You may get a few stitches. I know I have. I broke my nose.
It's a tough sport, but these women, they're paddling out and showing off their skills.
Even as a woman, you were out there, you feel all this male energy around you, and it was kind of hard to let your female energy express. But those girls, they come out, they're just themselves.
Looking up to like these ladies who were like able to kind of like break barriers and like make it easier for like us to surf and paddle out and get to express ourselves in the water. I think just like collectively as a whole, it's like, how much more rad could it be?
And I've been so lucky to be able to surf with these awesome ladies. It's always a fun time out here. It's so inclusive, and yeah, Corpus is just the best.
I started surfing a little over a year ago. So,
Okay, like only gets more fun.
Yeah.
I know, it gets more addicted. You get more addicted, and it gets more fun.
And the thing about surfing,
It gets more fun.
It does. The more you do it.
Talk about a great community to come and do that. I mean, this is something we were talking about in the last hour, but super impressive story. You, Jeremy Landers, putting that together. Great stuff there.
I think something too, oh my goodness.
Here we go, you again.
That's me, oh my gosh. But it's a lot of fun, look at that smile. And so surfing, it brings you a lot of joy. And I think too, just learning about the history of the surf and where the people before you came from and what they've overcome and what they can do on a surfboard and how it's evolved over the years. It's really humbling to learn.
And you've been doing it for a year,
It's
right?
a humbling sport, but it's really great to interact with the people that did it before you, so you respect it. I think that's the big thing about surf culture. It's a lot of respect for the ocean and the people out there surfing with you.
I was going to say, now you're ready to tackle Hawaii or the California shores, right?
That's the goal, yeah.